Hello everyone, this is Abhishek and welcome to the next edition in our Breakout Candidate series. Before I move on to our first pick today, do share, like and subscribe our channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any future videos. Yeah. So let's move on to our first pick. So our first pick being AB Capital, and this is very close to my heart. While saying this, आंखों में आंसू आ गए. Now, there was big hype during 2017 when the IPO came, and just like everyone else, I also kind of applied for it. And just with my track record, it wasn't allocated to me. Yeah. So just like everyone else, the moment it listed, I jumped in, tried to buy, and since then it's been going down, down, down. तो वो दिन था और आज का दिन, right? And investors kept averaging at their very own levels, whatever they thought was right? और इसी बीच तब से अब तक इन्वेस्टर्स के अंदर बदले की भावना जागरूक हो रखी है for this particular stock, right? Some have already given hope, but yeah. So people could relate, the investors could relate Amir Khan's character in Sanjay Lal in Jo Jeeta Wahi Sikandar, right? Imagine the climax race scene when Amir Khan is hitting Deepak Tijori, who plays Shekhar Malhotra. Now, take Amir Khan as the investors, Deepak Tijori or Shekhar Malhotra as AB Capital, and the punches he's throwing, जो डिशुम डिशुम हो रहा है, treated as the investors averaging the stock, right? तो वो बदला तो है ही. तो Amir Khan lands first punch on Deepak Tijori. ये बाबूजी के लिए डिशुम, right? थोड़ा दीपक तिजोरी हिला, AB Capital and थोड़ा हिला, and then it just flexed it, six-pack abs. Yeah, give me more, hit me more, right? And मैं तो ठीक हूँ, मैं तो नीचे ही जाऊँगा. It went down. Then again, investors gathered up, they again averaged. That means Amir Khan again threw another punch, saying, ये रतन के लिए ढूं. थोड़ा दीपक तिजोरी डगमगाया, AB Capital थोड़ा डगमगाया, फिर विद अ ग्रिन, मैं तो ठीक हूँ, मैं तो नीचे ही गिरूंगा, और बस नीचे गिरता रहा. And investors keep on throwing more punches. They kept on averaging dishum, but कुछ नहीं हुआ, right? It went down, down, down. Some people left all the hopes of it going up, but this time it could be a bit different, right? And let me draw your attention to the chart here, right? I'm showing the monthly chart as of now, but we'll come to the weekly chart. But if you see this level, right, where I've kind of marked these black arrows, and you would see over here it got kind of, there was a lot of demand over here, so it went up. Again there was demand over here, it went a bit up. Again there was demand, it went up. Here it broke down, right? And then it tried to kind of test this zone. There was a lot of supply, it went down. And again, when it broke out from here, right, the best part is it broke out, it retested the zone, and it went up, right? So there was ample of demand. Hopefully I can imagine कि ये बात सुन के इन्वेस्टर्स की आंखों में थोड़ा चमक आई है, right? So let me go to the weekly chart, right? Now again, it has kind of, if you see, it has also been kind of giving a cup and handle, and hopefully it's given a breakout today, but one can accumulate it, right, with the mentioned levels over here, the targets as well. And what I would suggest, right, during this zone, right, when it hits this zone, this the upper yellow zone, right, which is somewhere around 113 and 117, try to de-risk. नहीं तो क्या होगा, फिर से जाने जो जीता वही सिकंदर का क्लाइमेक्स सीन याद आ जाएगा, राइट? सो do de-risk around this zone, and once it closes above it, you can add it further. Yeah. So this is AB Capital for you. Let me just bring it a bit down so that everyone can view it. Okay, so the next in line for us is ATGL, and this is Adani Total Gas. Now there has been amazing run in this stock, right? And this is a weekly chart. What is interesting is if you see this candle over here, right, which I've marked with this blue arrow over here, it's a huge big candle and backed by huge volumes over here, right? And since then it's been kind of consolidating. It's been consolidating, and today it broke out from this sort of long-term consolidation zone or flag pattern, right? So one can accumulate it, and I feel it is a 2x. It will double going forward, right? So one can look at it. Okay, the next I would like to talk about is Tube Investments. So again, if you see, it's been forming couple of flags over here, though the breakout from the flag was a bit earlier, a couple of weeks back, but again it's going strong, right? It's growing strong, and you can still accumulate it based on the levels that I've already shared. Once it sustains above 1130, I feel it can kind of move up to 1300 plus levels. Okay, after Tube Investments, I'd like to share LINDEINDIA. And LINDEINDIA, if you see here earlier, it had kind of given a breakout from this pennant formation. The target for this formation was already achieved, but again it has closed above this 1224 zone, and I feel that it made a very strong closing today. One can look to accumulate it with the given levels for the said targets going forward. Yeah. The next is VIP Industries. Now VIP Industries has formed a cup and handle, as you could see on the screen, and it's sort of on the verge of breaking out from this pattern, so one can start accumulating if they feel so, and above 387 levels, the breakout from this pattern would be confirmed, but one can still look to accumulate it with the mentioned levels, right? Next would be BIRLACORPN. Okay, so BIRLACORPN, it gave a closing above a strong resistance today. If you see this zone over here, it's been kind of rejected for quite some while now, right? It's been almost almost 3 years now since you would see April, and so it's been kind of getting rejected from this zone, and it gave a breakout from this zone today, so one can start accumulating on this share if they feel like. The next would be MAHINDCIE Auto. Again, this one gave inverted head and shoulder breakout. Also, it has kind of just closed in a strong resistance zone today, and that is why I have mentioned two places for it to be accumulated. One scenario could be that it kind of just opens gap up and then tests this zone and moves ahead. The other could be it tests this zone and then it comes down and retests the breakout of this inverted head and shoulders. So that is why I've mentioned two zones over here to be for it to be accumulated with the stop loss and the targets over here. The next one is LIC Housing Finance. Now, I've been sharing this in my Telegram channel as well. I think for trading purposes I shared it on 3rd of November and I asked to add it around 300 levels around here, right, somewhere here. And since then it's been I updated on 10th and also gave targets of on 24th December and 7th Jan as well for it to touch 386 plus levels, right? So that was the said levels beforehand. But now that it is approaching this level, I thought I'll share this chart with you. If you see on if you refer the green line over here, so it is formed a cup and handle, which it gave a breakout from above this 464 zone. But if you refer this orange curve, it is a ulta cup and handle, and above 486 487 zone it will give a confirmation, but investors could start accumulating it for the set targets. If you want to trade it in FNO, I would say don't rush, since 486 487 zone is a very strong resistance. I would suggest first let it sustain above it, and then we can look at the trading opportunities, right? So those were the new picks. I'll quickly talk about ORIENTCEM, which I did share it I think on 2nd of Feb. One can still look at it. It had given a breakout from the inverted head and shoulders pattern, as you could see. I think it made a very good closing today as well, and if one is interested, one can still look at adding it. Yeah. The last one is IRCON, which I did share in our 12th Feb video. Now, you would see a big slump today, almost 8 to 9% slump today, and that is because there was a board meeting today which deferred the agenda to issue bonus shares, and market reacted negatively to it, and that is why that slumped today. But I would suggest that it is approaching that 93-90 zone, right? And one can look to add around that zone, right, if one is interested. So one can look to add around 90 zone, and can keep stop loss around 80. Yeah. So that is all for today. Thank you everyone for watching the video, and have a great day, and see you until the next video. Stay safe. Bye.